Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another blessed Thursday Daily Devo. Welcome. Hope your middle of the week was okay yesterday. Sorry for the having to record in the room for yesterday's video, but I had to do what I had to do. It got so late, and I had other errands I had to run, and then I didn't get able to get outside to do all my videos. But sitting there recording yesterday's videos, I had a thought. Since this book, the Turning Point book, is coming to an end, I'm going to do all my videos to finish the week out from here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the one for Saturday and the two on Sunday. So that'll be meaning 6 videos plus the 7 videos while I'm doing on this run. So it's gonna be a hectic one, but I'll get it done. But this video is your Thursday, October 28th, 2021, episode 521, I think. Yeah, 521. I had to remember yesterday's was 520, so we're just going on with the next one, 521. And your Days of Praise title for today is One Day as 1,000 Years. Which brings me to a point. Yesterday's daily quote came up with a verse. It was the NIV version of a verse. But it talked about that same topic. One day as 1,000 years. And 1,000 years as a day. That verse came up for yesterday's daily quote. It came up in my memory, so I shared it. And I put it in the comment section on Facebook if you want to go look at it. But I'm drinking some Pepsi drink that comes with black cherry. It's pretty good. It's called Soda Shop. And it had black cherry, so I don't know whether it's just straight black cherry or is it Pepsi with black cherry. Who knows? But it's pretty good. It's not that's not a sponsored plug, but I'm just saying it's pretty good. I have there's that one, and I think there's another one in the Soda Shop thing, and I found that one in a 20 ounce the other day when I went shopping yesterday. In fact, IRL yesterday, which this is still Wednesday, so this is still yesterday as you're watching this on Thursday. So, but your one day as 1,000 years. But they had a drink. I saw them in 12 packs. There was 2 different flavors. I found the one. I got to find the other one. I don't remember what the other one was, but I think it was a cherry vanilla. I think that's what it was. But if it's a cherry vanilla, I've had it before. Not with the Pepsi, but with the Coke and the Dr. Pepper. It's pretty good. Let's go on. Let me quit rambling. One day as 1,000 years. We're going to start with Dude, that's a noisy vehicle. I can't believe the driver don't hear that. Man, I hope it picked it up so you can hear what that sounded like. That was a vehicle going by. That was a weird whistling sound coming from up the engine, and yet the driver can't hear it. But one day at 1,000 years, we're going to start with 2 Peter 3, verse 8. So, if you're excited about another blessed Thursday, smash that like button. Comment what you like about Thursdays. Or something, just leave a positive, encouraging comment. I'm just start going back to that. I say, comment what you like about Thursday, or anything you want to comment about. I'll take all comments, but no links, please. Nothing, no bad links, please. I had something the other day on a video, and it showed up in my notifications, but when I go to click on it so I can actually see what it is, YouTube has already cleared it. So, but if you're new here, hit that subscribe button hit the notification bell, and share the video and channel with your family and friends to help me reach that 1,000 subscriber mark by the first of the year. Please. Please, that's all I'm asking. I know I sound like a broken record when I do this every day, but that's my plug. I have to get it out. I have to say, do it. Please. I know we can do it. So all my Facebook people, do it. If you're able to get on YouTube with a profile, get on there, subscribe to my channel. You don't have to have a channel yourself to subscribe to somebody else's channel. You just have to have a profile on YouTube to be able to comment, like, and do other things on other people's videos. So, but if you do that, I'd be appreciated. But one day in 1,000 years. Let's put that up. I was trying to get a good opening thumbnail for my video clip on my computer, and then when I end the thing, I'll get another good thumbnail so I can see if I can do my peace sign and all like I normally do. Beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So it is sad that many Christians today are so eager to appear intellectual, they are willing to compromise God's clear revelation to do so. God has made it as clear as plain words could make it, that in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea and all that is in them, Exodus 20:11. Yet, because evolutionary science has alleged that the earth is billions of years old, multitudes of evangelicals have fallen in line, rejecting God's plain statement of fact and been trying to find some interpretive loophole to hide behind. Okay. So our beginning verse is perhaps the key verse of the so-called progressive creationists, who try to correlate the days of creation in Genesis with the supposed 4.6 billion year system of evolutionary geological ages by citing Peter as agreeing that one day is 1,000 years. And what they're meaning is one earthly day is like 1,000 years in heaven. That's what they're meaning. They're not meaning like one day down here is 1,000 years. It's just meaning one day down here is 1,000 years in heaven. So you can actually say, since we're coming, tomorrow will be 4 weeks since I lost my brother, 28 days, that'll be, well, actually 27 days. That would be 27,000 years he's been in heaven. He's been up there a long time, hasn't he? Because one day he's back. One day up there was 1,000 years. But that's just making a little silly about it to think about it. But if it's all actuality, that's what the timeline is. So my grandmother and grandfather and relatives gone before have been up thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Because you say one day is 1,000, so you're like, how many days has it been? Multiply it by 1,000? Or I know my grandfather's been gone 35 years, and that's 300 and something days a year, which I can't duplicate that in math terms. Not that far up, so. But see. So no, Peter is saying that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years. That is, God can do in one day what might natural processes take 1,000 years. In context, the apostle is condemning the last day uniformitarians, those who teach that all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation, as willingly ignorant of the tremendous significance of the historical facts of creation and the flood. 2 Peter 3:3-6. And the real written records only go back a few thousand years, and to attempt to calculate any date before that requires use of a premise that, in context, the scriptures have just condemned. And God says the uniformitarians are willingly ignorant, and urges those who believe his word to be not ignorant. And the only way we can know the date and duration of creation is for God to tell us. And he says he made all of heaven and earth in 6 days. And not so long ago, as most people say. But heaven is, you can more or less say heaven has been long time. Heaven was there before it was ever created. More or less. But it took 6 days for God to create life here on this planet. And then the 7th day, he rested. There's that freaking car again. Dude! You hear it? That is unreal. I hope it picked it up. That's the 3rd time. Well, it's the 2nd time on here, but a while ago I was coming out here to set up for the recording, and he went by. I was like, dude, I heard it was in the house, and I heard it. So, but that's all I have for your Days of Praise passage. Sorry for taking a little longer. That's some things I was rambling about. But your daily bread passage is from 1 John 5, 13 through 15. And it's called, Is God Listening? From Eliza Morgan. Elisa Morgan. And then, wait a minute. I'm not going to read the verse they have put up here. But sometimes you'll see the number in the somewhere in this what they wrote. So if I see it, then I'll turn around and read the whole verse that way. But that's the excerpt of the verse is 1 John 5:14, and I see it down here at the bottom. So Eliza Morgan writes, "Is God listening?" She says, "When I served on my church's congregational care team, one of my duties was to pray over requests penciled on pew cards during the services. And for some of those things, we have what we call something card. I can't remember exactly the name of the card, but it's a little card. We write. If you're a new person, you write down your contact information and other things, and then there's a spot there for if you want a prayer request, if you want to request information about something, and there's a place to put prayer requests. There's some things to connection card. That's what we call them. Like they said, the pew cards. My church family calls them connection cards. And you put it in that, you fill them out. You could put them in the offering plate when the offering comes by on Sundays and Wednesdays. And or you could take them and drop. There's little boxes at the doors. At the back, I got the back door, and there's a side door that goes out to the parking lot. And then there's doors that go back to the foyer, the outer thing before the auditorium. And there's little boxes there that you can slide your card in there anonymously. I think that's the way they want you to do it now. I haven't been to church. I haven't been there in a while to know how it's done. But you can put it in the offering plate, or you can get up there and drop them in those boxes as you go out the door. Well, those little cards will tell you name, address, your phone number if you want to put the phone number down, contact information, and general information you want with the church, or you have questions about joining the church family and stuff like that. Prayer request. things like that. That's all it is. But we call it a connection card instead of a pew card. But when we was there at the memorial service a couple weeks ago, they started doing. They used to put it in the bulletins. Every time everyone got a bulletin, you get the connection card. But now they got them in a system where they've got them in. They made the cards up, drop them in the. They've got little connection cards in the pews. So now they're went from being in the bulletin to being in the pews. So basically, it's a pew card. So, but we go. So the person writes, for an aunt's health, for a couple's finances, for grandson's discovery of God, rarely did I hear the results of these prayers. Most were anonymous, and I had no way of knowing what God had responded. I confess at times I wondered, was he really listening? Was anything happening as a result of my prayers? So over our lifetimes, most of us question, does God hear me? I remember my own Hannah-like pleas for a child that went unanswered for years. And there were my pleas that the Father find faith, yet he died without any apparent confession. And etched across the millennia are myriad instances of God's ear bending to listen. To Israel's groans under slavery, Exodus 2:24. To Moses on Mount Sinai, Deuteronomy 9:19. To Joshua at Gilgal, Joshua 10:14. To Hannah's prayers for a child, 1 Samuel 1:10-17. And to David crying out for deliverance from Saul, 2 Samuel 22:7. Back and forth! It's ridiculous! That's the third time since I started this recording. And actually the fourth time. Fourth time he went that way. He went toward the back of the building, like that way. Next time he goes this way. Next time he comes this way. And now he's going back that way. And he don't hear that noise? Oh, ridiculous. So 1 John 5:14, crescendos. If we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And that's what the verse up there says. So the word for hears means to pay attention and to respond on the basis of having heard. Hears. Not hear, hears. H-E-A-R-S. Hears. So as we go to God today, may we have the confidence of his listening ear spanning the history of his people. Because he hears our pleas. Amen? So ponder this. Pause to consider what you most recently asked of God. And what motivated you to ask it? And how can you know that God hears you? Think about that. Say this little prayer. Father, I come asking and trusting you to hear me because you say that you do. Just say that little phrase and he'll reveal to you what if he heard you or not. So, that's all I have for your videos today. Coming up tonight, later tonight, in your Thursday, your Blessed Thursday Turning Point Devo. And, like I said, the book ends on the weekend. We have that one weekend thing for the weekend. And, whoa. Daggum color just changed. Whoa. Where did that come from? But, talk about it. Will you stop it? All of a sudden the daggum color's changing. It's been all straight until almost to the end, and it starts changing on me. But focus. But I already have put in for the book. So if I don't get the new book by the weekend, IRL by Saturday, then I'll record Monday, or when I go to sit down Saturday to record Monday's videos, I will be saying there won't be a evening video for Monday. Or how many days I'm gonna have to back out of that one. But when I do get the book, I'll catch everybody up. Hopefully just a few days. Hopefully just be a few days I can catch you up to where we're at in the month's devotional. But I did put in for it, so they'll probably get it as soon as they can get it to me. It's probably in the mail right now coming to me, hopefully. But if I don't get it, then... But your Thursday turning point and your episode 77. Ooh, 2 sevens. 77, we're going to be talking about Lord of All. Come on, thing, quit. I think it's the book that's causing them, getting it in the way of the camera and it's making it change. But we're going to be talk about Lord of All. 77. We're going to begin with Revelation 22:13. A pretty good one. Talk about I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. That's a pretty good verse. That's a good memory verse. Your recommended reading is Isaiah 44 verse 6. So one verse, which we won't read until I don't see anything talking about that verse. So I guess I'll read it before I start the passage. Your turning point is from Alexander McLaren. And your daily reading is Luke 16 through 18. 16, 17, and 18. So stay tuned to that. I'll get to that in just a few minutes. But up until then, I love you and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Sorry for a little bit longer video than usual. But it is what it is. Sometimes there's rambling points sometimes. So you have to forgive me. But I love you and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And keep on keeping on and trust in God, and He'll keep you safe in all you say and do. And until later, peace out, everybody. Goodbye. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your blessed Thursday, and come back again tonight for your Thursday turning point. And the Lord of all. See you then. Goodbye.